This is a little bit harder to like get your brain around because we as Westerners don't often think this way. Um, I would argue that the ancient Israelites and how they viewed the world to to assign both divine agency and human agency to an action, in the end, that's not a contradiction in an Israelite point of view. Like, and I hope that as you read through the Old Testament, that you actually that this is a theme. I hope that comes through to you. Um, that the the Old Testament seems to have no qualms at all in right observing an action, just something happening in the world, and simultaneously saying God did it, like a divine agent did it, and a human agent did it at the same time. So, the example I usually make of this is in Psalms. Like when you, it's especially clear in Psalms. When you read the Psalms, it is clear that the people who are writing, they are believing that if you act in a wicked way, God will punish you. Right? Like God will judge you for acting wickedly. Simultaneously, when you read the Psalms, it seems pretty clear that the writers are also thinking that if you behave wickedly, you will reap the consequences of your own actions. Right? Like if you behave in wicked ways, life's not going to turn out very well for you, and it's um uh because you're being a jerk, right? And what I would say in the ancient Israelite context, these two things are not it's not like necessarily one or the other. It's both in the ancient Israelite perspective, both are true at the same time, and there's not a conflict. Right. So like if you behave wickedly, will God judge you? Yes. If you behave wickedly, will you suffer the consequences of your own actions? Yes. Um, both of those are true, and they might even be talking about the same thing, right? So in an ancient Israelite perspective, if you reap consequences for your actions, uh right, like an ancient Israelite would describe that as God judging you. Have no problems describing that as God judging you, and vice versa.